Hi, welcome to Sew a Softie in July. It's a month of free, easy to sew softie tutorials. If you don't know what Sew a Softie in July is, then pop over to my blog, which is called Sew a Softie, and find out. Now, the first tutorial of Sew a Softie in July is my little panda, whose name just happens to be Little Panda. If you'd like to make Little Panda, I'll leave the link to my blog, Sew a Softie, down in the comments so you can see what to do. But today, I'm going to do a quick video tutorial to show you how to make my little friend. Okay, so the first thing you do is you download your templates. Okay, so you've got the front of the front of Little Panda. That's his little chest marking, which you can see there. His eye patches, nose, and you'll also need 2 little white pupils. So what do? You cut out your templates from the paper, you trace them onto your felt, and then you're ready to go. So let's have a look. So I've cut out all my pieces, as you can see here, back, front, and what you need to do is just arrange them on your panda. So the first thing is, oops, the wrong way, the chest marking. It sort of fits nicely just in the curve of his neck, and that's my cat just coming to say hi. And then you're going to arrange his eyes. Now I'm doing this upside down, so it looks a bit like that. Do the other eye. Now you can always just sort of, they don't look right, they sort of move them around till you like them. I've got 2 little white circles. I've used a hole punch to punch them out. You can cut them out with scissors if you prefer, if you don't have a hole punch. Now, that sort of looks good to me. I'm going to put his little nose on. And you can just keep arranging. I think they need to go a bit higher like that until you think they look good. Okay, so once you've done that, you can glue the pieces on or sew them, whatever's best for you. So I'm just going to take this little one away. And here's mine. So what I've done, I actually decided to sew the little chest marking on. I've glued the eyes and the nose on, but what I've done for the pupils, I've done a little French knot. So kids might find that a bit difficult, but if you want to try a French knot, then just go to my other YouTube channel, Sew a Softie and program, and you can see how to do a French knot. And for the mouth, I've done 2 little stitches. Okay, I'm just going to show you how I do that little mouth today. So let's just get this one over here. So where's my thread? I've used a thicker thread for this. I've just tied a knot in the end. And what I do is I'm just going to turn it this way so I can see it. I'm going to put the needle through the sort of bottom middle of his nose and pull it through. Now I'm just going to imagine, you could actually draw it if you want. His mouth goes around like that. So I'm going to put my needle in where I think his mouth would finish, and I'm going to put it on this side of the needle. So if you can see, if I haven't put the needle, it makes that little sort of semicircle sort of shape. There we go. That's half of his mouth. And then I'm going to just put the needle in the bottom where I think his mouth should go, over there. And you have that sort of little mouth shape. And I'll just show you how to end it. You're just going to put the needle through the last stitch. There's a loop. Pull your needle. I'll just do that again to make it nice and secure because it's not secure. Loop, needle through, tighten it, snip it off, and then when you turn it, you've got that little mouth, and you can just push it around to make it look what you want, okay? And if you don't want to do the French knots for the eyes, what you can do is get a soft pencil. I've got a 3B here. Make sure it's not too sharp because sharp pencils will ruin your felt. And you're just going to very carefully, I'm just showing this, get your pencil and do a very soft sort of twirly motion, and you get a little nice pupil shape like that. Okay, so let's see where we're ready to go next. So we've got the back of Panda and the front of Panda. And you're going to put them nicely on top of each other. You want to align them So the felt at the top is nicely aligned and the sides are nicely aligned, and Then you're just going to carefully pin the two sides together. Now in your template, the opening for the stuffing was at the top. This is the part you leave open because you're going to put rice in. So we want our rice to go to the bottom to give them a nice weight, and then we're going to put the stuffing in. So remember, the opening for the stuffing is at the top, so you're going to have to start sewing from here. Now I've got my needle already threaded, so I'll show you how to start. So I'm going to just start in the middle so that you don't you lose your knot. And to secure the thread, I'm going to do a back stitch.
To hide your knot.
To hide your knot. So I've done a back stitch, and I'm going to do another back stitch. And then I'm going to come a little bit in front. Okay, and that's a nice way just to make sure to secure your thread. Okay, and like I forgot to say, the knot is hidden between the two layers. Okay, now you're going to do your sewing. And to do your sewing, you're just going to go down and up. Pull. Down. Up. If you're sewing with kids, you might like to keep it flat on the table. And I always tell the kids when they fill the table, it means they can pull their needle up. And you're going to keep on sewing all the way around Panda till you get back to over here, which is where we stop to do your stuffing. Now let's see what I've done. I've got my Panda here. As you can see, the openings at the top, I've sewn all the way around and I've stopped here. I've still got some thread on my needle, so I've left it there. So now what we need to do is we're going to fill Panda with rice. So if you've got a funnel, that works really well. So I'm just going to pour my rice in. Give it a little bit of a shake. Okay, and a bit more. Kids love using rice to stuffing, and I usually find the rice all over the backyard, but the birds don't mind that, okay. He's starting to look quite good. I think I'll just put a little bit more rice in him. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, see, that looks pretty good to me. He sort of sits really nicely. And now you're ready to put your stuffing in. So take little bits of stuffing and you just start squishing him, stuffing all the way down. If your fingers can't get there, then it's always good just to, I can't see what I'm doing, just push down with a pencil, end of a knitting needle, chopstick. Okay, and you're going to keep stuffing him until, make sure you stuff right down to the bottom so he's nicely stuffed until he's just the right, I guess, fatness for you. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. So here's my little Panda. He's all done. I stuffed him, and then you have to sew the opening close. And when you sew it close, don't forget you end with a double stitch, just like you did in the beginning. I think, and there he is. There you have little Panda. If you want the instructions for little Panda, pop over to Sew with Softy, where you've got a photo tutorial, all your material lists and everything else. And if you want to join in Sew with Softy, just pop over to my Instagram page or to the Sew with Softy Facebook group. And if you have any questions, we're always there to answer them.